about things like Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde's a big deal to the Gemini, as we know. So here's your astrology forecast right out of the gate. The first part of October is a muddy one. Chill out, chillax, sit back, relax. Let the conflict happen because it's going to happen. We're talking about family. We're talking about work. We're also talking about what's going to happen in the latter half of the month. And by the way, two completely different time frames for Gemini. No surprises. You're the twin. Kind of got two faces going on. We don't hold that against you. We actually like that about you, Gemini, most of the time. But when you get moody like this and it's like kind of big swings, well, we're going to ask you to kind of chill out. By the way, here's a reminder to like and subscribe our page right now. And down below, if you like what I'm talking about here and you want to learn a little bit more about tarot, the Art and the Science of Tarot class is coming up. Click on the link below and find out when the class starts. If you're seeing this live for the first time, right when it comes out within a couple of weeks, October the 18th is actually when we start. And speaking of October 18th, that's when Jupiter goes direct. It's also when you get rid of that muddy Mercury energy, Gemini. You are going to be having a fantastic second half of the month. So getting into October, right when the leaves are starting to change, depending upon where you are in the country, in the world, you're going to be like, I don't really want to go to school. But guess what? You're in life school. You've got to learn the lessons. These are challenges with your interpersonal relationships. It's a great time for you to go inward. And before we get to the cards here in just a moment, I want to actually mention that this month, we're going to be giving away the Gilded Tarot Royal Edition. By the way, if you're not familiar with this deck, you're going to see me use it here in just a minute. We've got some really cool technology where we're going to show you a little bit more. Sorry, it's a little bit off, but it's such a big piece. By the way, this is not the size of the cards. It is the size of the booklet that you get, though. It's pretty ginormous. We'll do a quick comparison here in just a second, but back to me, everybody. Gemini, in this time, you've still got Uranus and Neptune kind of getting into retrogrades, but you've got Jupiter coming out. Mercury's going to have that time right there at the end of September into just about the middle of October, and then after that, things really kind of take off. You also have the Mars trine of Jupiter, so if you've been kind of holding back, this is a time where you've been doing the planning and you're really going to take off. You're going to take off the relationships, you're going to take off with your friendships, with your business partnerships, so forth and so on. Kind of a tough energy for you, again, at the beginning of the month, but by the end of the month, everything's going to chill. When the Aries Moon comes in, by the way, on October 17th, the new moon comes in with Aries, you guys are like two peas in a pod. By the way, when the new moon in Aries comes in, the full moon rather, you are going to take off because this is about action. You're going to be able to kind of drive the ship and make sure you get to where it is that you want to. So let's kind of head over. By the way, just to let you know, we're doing a little bit of love work here. And those of you that have never joined me before, I have a really cool table. It's called the Merkaba table. And you're going to see the full glory here in just a moment, but we're going to protect our time together. We're going to go ahead and really kind of show you this. As you see, it's got the three edges here. This is actually known as the Merkaba table. This is what you can win by liking and sharing and subscribing to our page. Share it with a friend. Put it out there. We are monitoring. We've got a lot of street team out there. We want to make sure that the winner is going to get this Gilded Tarot box. Now, in the Merkaba, what we're going to have is light, love, and laughter. What we're really talking about here is about your love life. Oh, yeah, just a little bit. I mean, come on. It's something that, you know, right? On the light side of it, we're going to talk about your spiritual path. On the love side of it, we're going to talk about, well, your love and your passions, that sort of thing. And your laughter, of course, is about your physical presence. By the way, laughter brings more energy than does fear. That's why we work in white light here. When we work in white light here, I just addressed the microphone, which is something you're never supposed to do during a podcast. I plan to make many mistakes. By the way, at the top of all these, I have to explain two things. First of all, we work within the Merkaba, we work within the energy. By the way, we know our camera angles are a little bit off. We're a work in progress. We reserve the right to change and get it right. But one thing that we get right out of the way is our light. Right here represents the light that you carry. This reminds you to never give up and to keep going, no matter what happens. You have to find that inner light and figure out where you're supposed to shine. That's what we do at Spirit Tree, and I'm Conscious Medium, Brandon Russ. So let's get ourselves started here. We're going to actually be working with 3 tarot decks, actually 2 tarot decks and 1 oracle deck. We're going to be working with the Rider-Waite, which is a standard deck. Everybody's seen it time and time again. By the way, if you're really interested, October 18th, this is an online class called The Art and Science. It's co-taught by a really cool dude named Mike and myself. And we actually really kind of rock the Casbah with that because we come in with real life situations. We teach you all of the basics that you need to know that might have been in a book. But then we talk about how things kind of come across. By the way, stay tuned as we kind of go about this because you're going to see how it is that we work and we teach. By the way, first thing out of the gate, we're going to go right to the light. So we're going to do light, love, and laughter. So right out of the top of the gate, we're going to work with maybe you've been a little bit troubled with your light. By the way, let's do a little close-up love here and really talk about the Ten of Wands. By the way, the Ten of Wands coming in, was that a wand sound? I think it was. And by the way, don't get bugged out by a burden card right out of the gate. So your light, being able to shine the way that you are meant to, has been a challenge for you, Gemini. And by the way, the first half of October absolutely speaks to that truth. But here comes a little bit of help. I'm going to hold this right up here and show the strength card. So right on top of this, here's your challenge, here's your helper. You've got the strength, you've got it where it counts. Maybe this is Leo energy. Maybe this is a partner in Leo. Or maybe it's just you saying, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and God darn it, people like me. Let's keep going around the horn here where our light and our spiritual challenge is really kind of met with the burdens of this, but you're going to find the strength to get through it. In love, oh my, did we just go cups? Are we not thinking about how much the Queen of Love comes in? By the way, in the translation from the Minor Arcana, this is the Queen of Hearts. My regards, Juice Newton. But you know that it's really smart. The Queen of Cups actually talks about you not giving it away. It's also talking about you knowing what you have. You're a good thing. Why not continue to be a good thing? By the way, if you're already partnered, what you're doing is you're saying, why am I doing all the work here? And oh, by the way, if you're not partnered yet, you're looking at this and you're going, damn, this is good. Why aren't you getting on board? Or maybe it's somebody that hasn't made a commitment. Let's talk about the second card here. Oh! By the way, fast changes. The Eight of Wands coming in and really kind of telling you that this love is on the way. And by the way, that, my friends, is quite... That's a combo pack right there. This is love is coming in quick. Your change of heart is going to come in quick. You're also going to recognize that you're worthy. The Eight of Wands talks about fast moving, new ideas, whatever. It's kind of a new love. And by the way, even if you're partnered, hang on a second. Maybe you see that spark that made you go, right? Now let's talk about our physical sense and our laughter. A lot of anxiety. Par for the course for you, Gemini. Holy Toledo. By the way, what's that joke? Like, you know, I went to sleep and I dreamed that all I did was steal swords, and then I woke up and then there's all these swords. Here it is. By the way, the Nine of Swords actually talks about the helper in this too, and a lot of people don't actually recognize this. I'm going to do a quick close-up on this. I want you to pay attention to right about here. This actually represents your ancestors. This is the stuff that's written in stone that is allowing you to get beyond it. By the way, our ancestors are sometimes pains in the necks and we have to break cycles, blah, blah, blah. But they can also help you. In this case, the Nine of Swords, chances are there's a little bit of anxiety in the old family tree. However, you also have the opportunity to draw on them to help you for strength. And why not do this? By the way, when we talk about the body, we're not just talking about overall health. We're talking about what makes you feel good. Here comes the Page of Cups. Helpers are on the way. By the way, why not splash that a little bit more? Because he's got the little fishy right in there. He's like all about like sailing the seven seas and going, all I brought you back was this fish. But that's okay. Half fish will eat. By the way, the interpretation of that combination right there is about how your anxiety is actually about to get the help in the direction that you need. Oh, everybody. Can we all get a little by with the help from my friends? By the way, let's now turn over to our featured deck this month. And oh, by the way, this featured deck, like I said, we're going to be handing out a free deck. All you have to do is like and subscribe and then share it. Share it on any one of the given social medias that you might be working on. I heard TikTok's a thing, but Facebook, Instagram, go ahead and share our stuff. It's kind of fun. It's kind of rock star-ish, actually, if you do it. Friend in need. We're growing this the right way. By the way, those of you that don't know, Spirit Tree has actually been around for about 7-8 years. It's a company I created to help other people on their path. Now I'm going on to the camera side of it. And let's talk a little bit about your light, Gemini. Let's get back to the reading here. Let's jump right in here. Oh my. I'm going to go right up to this camera here, and I'm going to show the judgment card. By the way, a lot of people think that it is the literal judgment, like as in like, oh, I'm judging you. And by the way, isn't it fun in this society to just start telling people that you're judging them? We're kind of jerks, aren't we? Right? But I'm going to tell you what the judgment card means here. The judgment card is the 20, also known as the 2.0. You, my friend, are shifting your burden. This is getting rid of old paradigms. Maybe you were born and raised Catholic and you're like, that's not really vibing with me, dude. Maybe you have your old kind of way, like mom and dad would never do this. Our family just doesn't do that. There's nothing wrong with being a Rudiker. Well, you're given strength in this moment. And oh, by the way, the 2.0 is you creating your own standard. It's people looking at you going, I'm judging you. And then you looking at them saying, I don't really care. Be brave, Gemini. Be brave. Oh! Ah! Tower card, everybody. Tower. By the way, don't get bugged out by the tower. Please don't get bugged out by the tower. This is a gift in this spot. Because they're going to come in and they're judging you, and you are going to hold up your goldfish. You're going to walk out. You're going to have your Jerry Maguire moment. You're going to say, who's coming with me? Nobody's going to come with you, by the way. Nobody's going to come with you. But that's okay. You know why? You're a strong, independent thinker, Gemini. Pretty kick butt. The tower card represents quick and sudden change. So they're judging you, and you're just going to be like, yeah, no. By the way, around these parts, we have what's called the 1111. Do you know what that is? 1111. I think I just got bleeped. By the way, this is me going 1111. I keep pressing that button. It's so off time. But anyways, I really want to talk about how you are going to be fighting the good fight here. This is going to be something that you truly have to dig down deep. It's time for a change. And by the way, the astrology speaks to this change, Gemini. This is internal. This is your struggle with family. This is your struggle with your friendship. Doesn't mean divorce. It means you're standing up on your own. By the way, this tower card right here is the quick and sudden change that you, my friend, need to get to where you need to. You've been feeling this for a long time. So let's talk about the love side of it. You know, you've already got the Queen of Cups. Oh, yeah. You're going public with something here. Maybe it's something in the shadows. Sitting in the shadows of love. This is going to move quick because right here we've got the 9 of Cups. Now hold up the camera. You're going to take a look at it, and then you're going to see where it goes into the spread. It's going to sit right free in here. So in this right now, the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups rather, who added on a cup? I don't know, but there's 9 of them. Thank you. I'm here to save my own voice. Anyway, so the 9 of Cups is actually about the celebration of life. You are about to celebrate somebody, possibly public, possibly in a way that you truly need to go. I can't make this stuff up, buddy. Eternal happiness. The 4 of Wands comes out. Woo-hoo-hoo. The 4 of Wands. This, by the way, is really totally 100%. Congratulations. It's the combo pack of the reading. When you're ready to celebrate somebody, and oh, by the way, you get the marriage card. The 4 of Wands is also known as the celebration card. The 4 of Wands is actually all about who you are at the end of the day. This combination right here is congratulations. You're about to announce something. Maybe it's a new relationship. Maybe it's maybe you're going back to the grain and being able to say, hey, listen, let's get remarried. Let's do this in front of friends and family. They all know we had trouble. Let's reacclimate ourselves to one another. Or maybe it's that person coming in that you've been manifesting for quite some time. Based on this, I'm going to tell you, I think it was something where you were, geez Louis, I've still been talking about this. This is about you being able to stand in your truth for the person that you're together with. It's kind of awesome. So you got the Queen of Cups, time to remember yourself in all of this. It's going to move quick. And then you want to celebrate it. Look at all these cups. Cups and wands. No phallic thing here. But the cups and wands in a love spread like this, winner, winner, chicken dinner. You have got it. You've got it together. hey, let's take a look at where we are for ourselves. For our laughter, what's our joy? What's our physical body talking about? Are you kidding me? We're going to double down on the anxiety. Gemini, this makes perfect sense with your astrology. I keep going back to this. It's high time to be concerned. Having anxiety. It's a time to keep to yourself. It's a time for you to really kind of sort out where your emotions are. By the way, you really kind of set the stage in all of this. And how can you be like joyous about your love life and then also be able to be like, okay, well, my physical sense, I'm like all anxious and all this other stuff. Dude, let my love open the door. You've got to externalize this with the right person. By the way, Uranus is in retrograde. Oh, and your 5th house is a giant house party right now. Your 2nd and 5th house are busy as all get out. So this is about your partnerships. It's about your creation. This is about who you are in this moment for you to be able to be partnered correctly. And oh, by the way, I love saying this. You're going to do it. Also, a word of caution here in all of this. The 4 of Pentacles comes out. It's not really caution. That's the wrong word. Actually, it's an appropriate word. You're going to be guarded. You're going to be in a position right now where you literally are going to sit there and say, what's mine is mine and what's mine is mine. I want to take on your stuff, but I just got to be a little guarded. So it's okay. This is self-care. I'm going to tell you guys, this combination right here, you got the 9 of Swords twice. This is your anxiety. Dude, take a chill. Seriously, take a chill. All right, guys, let's head out to the sun here and let's talk about where we're going in all of this. What is your overall prospect here in October? 2 of Pentacles. Wow. This is about finding your passion in life. This is about having balance. And oh, by the way, yeah, there you go. Cha-ching. Little bit of love right there. You're definitely all about making sure that you have good on the other side along with you. Maybe that's part of where your anxiety is coming in. By the way, you going back to your love spread here, this is actually talking about you saying, I'm worthy of it. Maybe you've got to be able to have the conversation saying, am I worthy enough myself? By the way, right here is about finding a partner that really kind of works. The 2 of Pentacles is actually one of the soulmate cards. But it's through passion, through work. You guys got to work at this. This ain't easy. And oh, by the way, we're going to go right on top. The Page of Swords. This is about new ideas. This is about you being able to work within. Go fight the good fight every moment. They turned it into a triumph song. Thank you very much. But the Page of Swords is about a new idea. Maybe this is a new business venture for the 2 of you if you've been together for a while. Maybe it's about a new love altogether. It's about kind of exciting things coming your way. Oh, by the way, this is about a dream person. By the way, we're switching over to the Gilded Tarot. You can win this deck if you share, like, and subscribe. So the dreams are going to come. You guys saw me shuffle, right? How about a little more 2 of Pentacles action? So in your overall, this is about getting partnered. This is about you cleaning up your stuff, finding a person that's willing to work on theirs, and then also relying on them that sees your worth. 2 of Pentacles right there, Gemini. It's talking to you. Boop, 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 boop. I'm just telling, here I am. I got all of these, by the way. Wicked combo. You've had this happen twice, or you've had the anxiety twice. And oh, by the way, you've also got the 2 of Pentacles twice. You're really going to get paired up and partnered during this month. You're going to get back to basics. You're going to be able to actually show your love and passion for someone along with your passion for life. By the way, keep the light on. Keep the light on, Hermit. By the way, we love it when the Hermit card comes out. And by the way, copyright will not allow us to use any songs by, say, a famous band called Zeppelin. I don't know. I always forget it. But now, let's consult right around the horn with the Gift of Light cards. Holy Toledo! So let's talk about the variants that you're going to need. The variants that you're going to need for your light. By the way, this is also you kind of changing it up a little bit. You know what this is? This is you being able to say to yourself, you know, I haven't done yoga in a while. I'm going to go do that. You know what? I'm going to do meditation. I'm going to go to a salt den. I'm going to go sit by the ocean. Whatever it is, you're going to get re-in-touched Re-in-touched? Reinvigorated? Little known fact about me, English is my fourth language. You're going to get reignited with your spiritual path. You got to go back to what you've known. Maybe you explore new things. And by the way, maybe this tower moment is really about you meeting somebody that's going to be a great instructor for you. Somebody that shows you where to go. And tower is not a bad thing, everybody. Tower is about great change. It's a big number 5. Let's enjoy it. By the way, if you like how I combine numerology, astrology, as well as the tarot, you might like the art and science of tarot. Again, online, so you can take this anywhere you want. No, by the way, if you miss a class, we send it to you afterwards. Don't worry. You can actually be part of our spirit tree community as well, full of like-minded people. Let's talk about love, love, love. By the way, double bonus points if you put in the notes below where that line is from, what song. I'll give you a hint. 1990. Ta-da! A little bit of focus here. Why not make your love life a bit of your focus? Not in the early part of the month. Make sure it's in the later part of the month. But your focus. Pay attention to yourself, your self-worth, your self-love. Everybody's going to be like, oh, they were really boring until this happened. Bam-ow. Wow. In your laughter. This talks about your body, right? This is going to be about your authenticity. Your authentic truth, my friends. Your authentic truth. So you got to go back to basics. You got to start to look at who you are. Maybe you haven't been honest with yourself and your anxiety is kind of out of control. Maybe it's your diet. Maybe it's the stuff you're putting in your body. Your thoughts. How your self-speak is. Ooh. It's tough to find love. It's great to find somebody that loves you. But how do you love yourself? I don't know, it makes me wonder here. And oh, by the way, oh, blammo! Wow. Gemini, I'm going to tell you, October 1st to about the 14th is you're basically an out of control garbage fire, energetically, right? We love you, Gemini. We want to see you through this. This reading is going to help you because you're really realizing that new passions are coming in, things of your dream, and then the light says, you are the universe. You are the universe. That's pretty fantastic. And I'm not going to lie. That's an awesome read for you, Gemini. So listen, you've got to have hope. You've got to remember that you've still got the light. You're going to have some tough times in the next first couple of weeks here. But I'm going to share with you this on the other side of this. First of all, English is now my third language. Just moved up in ranking. Second of all, you can't give up, Gemini. You never do. You're so darn optimistic. You're fun to be with. You got to remember that in those dark moments. By the way, when you're not really partnering, when you feel like you need to explain to them like, yeah, I'm good enough. And more importantly, you've got to remember that you are the light. Gemini, coming in rough, coming out awesome. Go in smelling like a bag of heap of whatever and come out smelling like a rose. Keep doing what you do, Gemini. We're going to catch up to you next time. Since we can't be together in this video, I'm going to give you the heart tap and tell you we love and care for one another. And Gemini, you got to just keep going. I'll see you guys soon. Catch you in November.